Welcome to the third chapter of the series with MLS. There are some news that I have to be mentioned. One that the date for waiving players has passed. The first, there's a limit that was, I think, the 20th of February to waive players. That means players that one does unregistered or have unregistered at the end of that day are not counted against the wage limit and enter the waiver draft that will come in a few days or weeks. Those who are released or unregistered, better said unregistered, after that date will keep counting against the wage budget cap, I think is what it said. So when the moment to register players came, I found that with the signings of the ARA and the APAM, I had gone above the maximum, the salary cap, by some 7,000 per week. So I had to waive a number of players to make space for the wages, and ended having to release some players that I otherwise would have wanted to keep. Ledoux and Fabinho. So today, 25th February, one day after that previous part, is the match waiver draft, which has 2 rounds and with 37 players available, and I get to pick the fifth in each round, I think that is, and whoever gets a player gets the contract that player had currently. So it is time to check on the finances, the specific, to see that remaining salary cap space is only 1,300 euros per week. So let's go and view the draft. So I'm not sure. So see new draft. Round 1 has passed. Chivas picks Robbie Findlay. Portland passes. Those who pass has not as a chance to pick in the second round. And now I have to go through the players, see their current contracts. So in order to, I would like a left winger, a central defender that is under that 1,300 per week. So this player, John Niskens, is the player, the only left winger that can play in positions that I want right now. So I am going to check what are the dates for the other drafts in order to this year, in order to see if I chance it with John Niskens or not. Here we see the dates are 25th February, and from there we go to December, the end of the season. Therefore, there is not going to be any new draft where I could regret drafting him. And since I don't see anybody in below the wage space that I have available, I will finish the draft. And then skip to the end of the draft, and nobody else picked anybody. So these are the players that were picked up. And to draft 2-player waiver that Seth Harrison has been part of the waiver list by City. MLS clubs can make a claim for the player within the next 2 days. The club with the lowest league position from last season will be given the first option to sign Harrison. If a club selects this player, the club will be placed as last pick for the next waiver situation. I think I didn't mention that Miguel Rio Cocker came from a trade with Montreal Impact in exchange of nothing, and he is quite a good player to have as a defensive midfielder. Very well-rounded mentals for a defensive, good positioning, and outstanding bravery and aggression with good concentration. He lacks a bit of jumping reach, but being in the midfield, I don't care too much about that. And now a message about allocation of Gildor. Personal assistant has informed you that it is possible for Philadelphia to participate in the allocation organized by the MLS in order to sign David Gildor. Chris Albright is prepared to get a scout report for Gildor should you require him to, so I will ask him to scout the player. $6,000 per year, which is way too much. So we're on to the first match of the season against Portland, who are expected to play a 4-2-3-1 formation, and we will be starting this. I will use quick pick, and they are in that formation, so I am going to use this one. According to the scouting report, they are strong in the attack, therefore I will be using this. Yes, this is the more defensive tactic. Zenan Katic has done a very good precision with us. Niskins has not done any bad at all. And since there are many who are tired or lacking much fitness, I think I will be looking at Austin Berry, and I think Edu will play there, and let's see if I can find the player that I was looking for, Brian Carroll. Like at a moment, Brian Carroll is a defensive but with descent, and perhaps Reo Cocker in the defensive role is better, and Carroll there in the box-to-box midfielder, and I think I am happy with this. Yes, Andre Blake was touted as the main player for us, but Andre Blake is not as good as Ryson Boley. So on to the match. I've changed some of the settings that I have been using. Also, normally I set between highlights to the maximum and using the 2D. You will see what happens. Surprises. Pick the team that it is the best chance for winning there. And now let's go. So there's not a really good information of the thing. Valeri seems to be an offensive, kind of. of player, and I will just do this. And encouragement and upset here. So I will use that, see what happens, nothing especially. So play wider out, 10 possession, and over 10, see if that works. So where are the dark dots with arrows? I think I have not shown the precision. It has gone well with, I think, only one draw and one defeat, in which the team was quite complacent considering the opposition has have always been weak teams. The right winger has been taking on their left winger good, not so much, not so the left winger player Maidana. It's curious that because Maidana is a left winger and in the right side the winger is actually a striker. So the player who one would expect to be less willing to help defensively is the one that was shown as helping more defensively. And there it is, taking the ball away from the opposition. I think that's offside. And it is offside. Yeah, it was pretty clear that it was offside. A pity. Here you see, whereas he had the back off. I think I will be doing a change after this. Indeed, a small change. Both have the same role, but I am going to tell each player to specifically mark their attacking midfielder right and see if that will make him backtrack better. Vincent Nogueira or my playmaker, I will see Zenan Katic is more of. So I think Maidana will be going there. He's a good creating force, and Niskins. Actually, I will be using the advanced, as I don't think it will be as necessary to keep that instruction. So Maidana there and Niskins there. Maybe I should have told him no pressure because the opposition is strong. We are in their home, not at ours, and Niskins is a young player. But too late to change that. The real issue with this formation against such as they are using, and that has been demonstrated in display, is that their fullbacks are left alone, so they have plenty of time to choose their crosses. I'm going to say they have been unlucky, except for Stephen Victoria, that I would expect more from him. And the first thing he does when he gets back is to allow the ball to get past him. Red Brian, I think this is a legal goal. We'll see now, because it's... Well, the ball is a little forward, but it's so little difference that it is a shame a pity not to get that goal. I will remove the retain possession as to try see if they try a little more of those through passes in sooner, and I will bring out the lower tempo. Yeah, so the goalkeeper gets injured, and I will be doing this change. I see from Miguel Cooker 6.6 and Carol is playing better, so Niskins there, Wenger there. See from this, the Brian Brown is the worst player, so before I do that, I can in fact, no, I'm not going to do what I was thinking. So, Brown Cassie is this player, and Katic has done quite well, but he's not, but maybe not as good as Connor Cassie. Cassie has a bit worse compression. I will check. Connor Cassie has not good has worse match fitness, so Conor Cassie will come in for Conor Cooper and play as a target man support. And tell them that. Go for a kick that it seemed from here. Offside, I think. And not offside. Perfect, the one goal back. But I think there was an offside during the build-up. And Cassie scores. I think I've made the 3 changes. Yeah, so can take it out, Stephen Vittoria. Anyway, what we needed is more attacking prowess, and changing Stephen Vittoria would not accomplish a lot in regards to get a comeback. Already has passed all that time, so we need a little more speed getting forward. And I will change the playmaker to attack. And I don't think there will be any luck. No. What a dreadful pass. A dreadful pass. And that's already the end of the game. Well, very well, only 2 players did somewhat well. And Victoria made up in the second half. So I will tell them that, and since they seem motivated, gaining confidence, it looks good. Nogueira looks just relaxed, which might not be the best, but I will leave that. And those are the statistics of the match. Possession, I didn't lose as much as I thought I would. In the end, after the match, we are 7th in our conference. And that will be all for the second chapter. Oh yes, one last thing, that is that the goalkeeper is going to be out for 3 to 4 weeks.